In this video, I'll be going through our Accounting Chapter 9, Lesson 3, Work Together problem from the Century 21 Accounting General Journal, Edition 10E by Gilbertson, Lehman, and Gentene. Credit given to them for these problems in the text. So the problem states that selected accounts payable and general ledger accounts for gold and fabrics are given in your working papers, or in this spreadsheet. Use the purchases journal from Work Together 9-2. Your instructor will guide you through the following examples. That's me doing that now. Save your work to complete it. Work Together 9-5. All of the work togethers are actually included in this one workbook. So, first thing, post the transactions from the purchases journal to the accounts payable ledger. Okay, so we've got our purchases journal. We did this in Work Together 9-2. Our first one was October 2nd to Pacific Supply, and it was $3,252. Purchase number, invoice number 162. So we'll go over here to our general ledger. October 2nd, Pacific Supply. So October 2nd, here's her Pacific Supply. And I already forgot, the amount was $3,252 and number 162. So, and the amount was 3252. Okay. That 162 doesn't go right there. I was crazy. The reference was Purchases Journal, and then it's on page 10, if you remember correctly. So, what we want to do now is figure out what our new credit balance is. So we'll do equals this plus this. New credit, $4,177.65. And this is account number 230. So we can go back to our journal, and in our reference column, we want to put 230 because that's the account we put it to. Okay, so next one, Coastal Company on the 7th. So we'll come over here, Coastal Company the 7th for 532. Coastal Company on the 7th for 532. So our new balance, page, Purchases Journal, page 10. And our new balance, that number plus this number, enter, 2230.88. Okay, so then the next one was Yeatman Supplies for $866 on the 11th. So we'll come back to our ledger to Yeatman on the 11th. Purchases Journal, page 10. And the credit amount was $866. Oops, $866. And so our new balance, that number plus this number. Okay, and Yeatman was $250. So we got to remember to bring it back. And we didn't do Coastal Company. That was my bad. So we'll go back. We do know that we posted it, and it was number 210. So we'll go back here to 210. And now we have, I believe, done step 1, which was post the transactions from the purchases journal to the accounts payable ledger. Okay, so now we need to total and rule the purchases journal. So here's our purchases journal. To total and rule, the first thing that we were supposed to do when we do that is do a line under here. So we'll just, to show that nice bold line, we'll just change to a bold line and do an underneath. There's a single bold line. Okay, so according to our steps, we did the line. Now we're supposed to write the date in the date column. I assume we're at the end of the month, right? What did the problem say? I'm not sure, but it's October, so we'll assume it's the 31st. And then we're going to, next things, write total here. And then we would, next step would be to add the column. I'm going to do an equal sum parentheses formula where I just select those cells I want to add, enter. And I'm not going to re-add this in reverse order, even though I would if I was doing it on paper, because I'm confident in the spreadsheet's ability to add. And then write the total directly below the single line. There it is. And then rule double lines across to show that the amount has been verified as correct. We'll see. Sometimes we get the double line border and we have it, and we'll put that underneath, and there we go. That is totaling and ruling the purchases journal. So now, last thing we need to do today, post the purchases journal to the general ledger. Okay, so we've got our total, and now this is a purchases debit and an accounts payable credit. So what we need to do is post that to purchases in the general ledger as a debit. So $4,650. So we'll go over to our general ledger again. And we're going to scroll over until we found our purchases account. There it is. So on the last day of the month, or the 31st, right? And this would be from Purchase Journal, page 10. We have a debit amount of $4,650 or $4,650, which then we'll need to update our balance. So our debit balance before plus a new debit is now $94,128.25. So there's that, and this was account number 5110. So we'll come back to our purchases journal because we need to write this account number down below to show that we posted it in parentheses. That's how we're supposed to do that. Ooh, it didn't like that. Maybe if I just do a star. There we go. It wanted to make it a formula. We didn't want that. So now we also need to put it as an accounts payable credit. So we'll come back to our general ledger. Accounts payable, the 31st, on Purchase Journal, page 10. And it's an accounts payable credit of the amount, what was it, 4,600, oh yeah, it was right up there, 4,650. And so our new credit balance is this old amount plus our 4,650. And then 2110 is our account that we're posted to. So we'll just add that to this in parentheses. And I believe that that is the entirety of this problem. We did the transactions to the accounts payable ledger. We posted and ruled the purchases journal, and we posted the purchases journal to the general ledger. Right? All of that was done. Our general ledger here, I didn't put an X there or a check mark. We have new balances. I think we're finished. So that is Work Together, Chapter 9, Lesson 3. And you can do the on your own.